Now that these loops are dry, I'm going to go back and we're going to glue all these together. You basically just take them, stack them up on each other, just like that. And you're going to want to glue them one at a time to each other. Put glue on the inside, press it together, and take the next layer. Put glue on it, press it together, and when that dries, this layer is complete. Now I'm going to come back to the first layer, your base. Now as you can see, the ribbon is still hanging off what we tied it together. Now you want to put fray check on the front and the back, just kind of to harden that ribbon. And after you've double knotted it or triple knotted it or knotted it 5 times, you can go ahead and cut that excess off. But leave about an inch hanging. And I'll explain why later. Alright, now you have the front. It's ready for its first layer, which are these. So you're going to want to take these, get the matching ones, make an X. After you make that X, glue in between the layers. Make another X, glue in between those layers. Take them both together. While you're making the bow, you're going to want to pull the excess glue off. It's not a big deal. Then you're going to cross them again and glue underneath that layer. Now that is ready to sit on your base, just like that. Now remember, I don't sew any of my bows, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the base. So you just dab glue on the back of it and set it on there, just like that. Push that in, make sure it gets in all the grooves. And this is how your bow looks so far. Now that this is complete and dry, you can take your layer that's sitting over here, and all that needs to be done is to have it glued on top. Okay? So before you glue it, look at it, make sure it's even, centered, just the way you want it. Then you take your glue. Don't be shy with the glue. Take it and stick it on top. Push it down. And that's how your bow looks so far. Now's the time to choose your centerpiece for your bow. As you see, I chose several different buttons, and I'm a fan of buttons for bows, but you can do anything you want. But I put a few out here because I didn't know which ribbon was going to end up on top. Now if I take this hot pink bow and I put it on, it's kind of going to blend in, so I don't want to use that one. And if I take this big green one, it doesn't really match that green, and it's a little too big for this bow, so I don't want to use that one. Black, since the black is only on the bottom, I think black would be a great choice, but when I take this black button and put it in the middle, it's kind of not enough for me. So what I've decided to do is take this black button, put it on top of this pink button, and then put it in the middle. Now to do that, I'm just going to hot glue this button to this button and then hot glue it to the center. Okay, I've glued the first 2 buttons together. So this is going to be the centerpiece for my bow. Now I just take the hot glue gun, put some glue on the back, and stick it in the middle. Make sure to stick it on good and it dries. Now, here is my bow. Now you're probably wondering, how am I going to put it in my daughter's hair? Because the back isn't finished. That's what I'm going to show you right now. To make this back clip right here, all you're going to need is an alligator clip. You can find these at Sally's. I get the 100 count box. It's under $5. It's the best deal. And you're going to want to get some grosgrain ribbon. Now to measure it, you just kind of stick it on the back, wrap it around, and cut it where you think is a good fit. After you cut it, you want to put your fray check on each end so it doesn't fray as she wears it. And then you're ready to make it. Take your alligator clip, put some glue on the back, put your ribbon on it, put some more glue on the top, bring your ribbon around. You do need to wrap your alligator clip with ribbon because that's what's going to attach to your bow. Now open it up. The excess ribbon needs to go on the inside. You don't want to close your alligator clip and wrap it around because then you can't stick it in her hair. You need to open it up and glue it to the inside. And there you have your clip. Now go ahead and take that clip, put glue across the whole thing, take your bow, stick it to the back of your bow. You're going to want to make sure that ribbon is attached to it all the way across. Okay, make sure it can still open, that you didn't get any glue on it. Now remember the tail of the ribbon I told you to leave on? Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to cross it underneath the clip and I'm going to glue it, just kind of for some extra support. And all you'll need to do for that, because it is sheer, you'll just need to do a little dab of glue. Pull it across one way, pull it across the other, let it dry, and then just cut off the excess. Now, these were the two shirts that I had out beside me while I was making my bow. And here's the finished product. Now you can see that it goes with either shirt. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. You see that this shirt has some orange in it, so I brought out the orange with this ribbon. And this shirt actually doesn't have any orange in it. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it'll still look cute with whichever one you decide to wear it with. And that is how you make the 5-layer pinwheel.